Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome. So it's Tuesday, Tuesday's request day, and today's map was requested by the creator. It is a very nice map, except for one little part that has driven me completely insane while recording today's show. I was pacing the room at one point in near anger. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, the map is still a good map, but there's one little part, which I'll show you later, that just drove me close to insanity. Shouldn't do that, should it? Anyway, before we have a look at what's driven me insane, it is, yes, time for your daily reminder. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you very much for your support. Okay, today's map is Prince George by Strait Raider. Now, I was sure I had done Strait Raider. It's a name I recognised, but apparently it's the first time we've done them, so there we are. There's your start square, road running through it. We've got river and it's all there really, isn't it? Resources look like that. Okay, some farmland around the outside, some forestry, lots of forestry. It's a forestry area actually. It's a real life location in Canada. The write up there looks quite heavy, but honestly, please do read it. It's really good. We are using the homecoming theme, the realistic 1.2 LUT, and the catenary replacer is recommended. They do recommend swapping the trees over using Prop It Up, but I felt I'd run with the vanilla look because it's supposed to be vanilla compatible sort of map. So I'm running with the vanilla trees, a good use of vanilla trees, and they look good. And this isn't the case with the map today. I feel one of the weaknesses with today's map is just the trees. And I feel that even if we upgraded to better trees, they'd still be a little bit, I don't know, disinteresting, I think would be the word I'd use for that. Anyway, all the roads are national roads, which would fit roughly with the area. They do suggest in their write-up, an extensive write-up tells you about, you know, how they suggest you taking on the map. And honestly, it's really good, really good. I do like it when a creator says, look, this is how I foresee you should be playing the map. Of course, it's up to you how you play the map, upgrading the roads and stuff like that. But there we are. But yes, it's very much a forestry area, and we're running with about 500,000 trees here, which once again it's explained as being one of those compromises between not having too many trees and running everybody's system into the ground. So I kind of get that, sort of, a little bit. But yes, Prop It Up would swap these trees over for some very nice trees. Alternatively, I would have quite liked to have seen two versions of the map, one as a vanilla map and one with all the non-vanilla trees instead. Having two options, making it a little bit easier for those who don't want to be playing around with mods and try and swap trees over. Anyway, we'll head across to this perfect little bridge, and everything is quite perfect with this one. It's not entirely perfectly flat, but not all bridges are entirely perfectly flat. Bridge looks a little bit low for the rail. Would a train get under that? I think it probably would, actually. Looking at that, just about. So benefit of the doubt, we'll let it go. And we'll head across it. But yes, no catenaries to worry about today. It does suggest using a catenary replacer, and that's the only time that I will use a catenary replacer, even if I know the area doesn't actually have them, like in my neck of the woods. Still run with them unless I'm told otherwise. Now, this is the only intersection on the map. It's yeah, a bit busy. A little bit busy. Prime upgrade area, I would suggest. Yeah, not too much to say about that one. Have had a look at a map of the area, and there are some proper intersections in the area, so it's completely up to you to upgrade the roads. Right now, they're a little bit on the busy side, just a wee bit busy. Over here we have start square area, I think. Where are you? There you go. It's over there. Start square is over here, my friends. And what's in the start square? That's right, the asset review. Okay, now today's asset, I'm loving this. It's the HSBC main building HD+LED by XDBX. This one lights up beautifully at dusk and at night with the additive shader. Like they've got sort of like these blaster guns, Star Wars style blaster guns. I'm sure they're not. They're probably for window cleaners. I'm trying to get my camera up there so you can have a look. There we go. Those grey things on the top there look like blasters, don't they? But yeah, I reckon they're probably for window cleaning purposes. But anyway, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Shall we do a factoid? I've only got time for a quick one if I hurry along. In 1908, the horse that won the English Grand National, the horse's day job, was pulling a plough. That's how horses have changed. Anyway, HSBC main building HD+LED by XDBX. Today's glorious asset of the day. And so back to the roads and the roads and the rail and the rail and the roads. Let's do the roads. We'll do the rail in a minute because they separate here, and we have a bridge. I'm not entirely big on this bridge. Again, it's not flat. The suspension bridge part kind of like starts all the way over here and joins up with the land. But on the other side, it's elevated to join up to land. It's just like lots about that bridge I don't like. There's another bridge over here which I think this is a better version, all vanilla obviously, and this one, see, this is better. That I can settle with that. That's a good bridge. And then we can head off towards the fog, and we can see the rail on the right hand side. We'll probably come back unless there's anything interesting up this way. Nope. Okay, we'll turn around and we'll go back down along the rail and have a little look-see at the rail. Well, you should imagine that the rail is going to be pretty good standard because it's a relatively flat map. It's not flat. You can see there are hills and lumps and bumps, and it's based on the terrain work, and once again, all in the description, yeah, based on the real life locale in I think it's British Columbia, I think. And occasionally I like to have a look at these real life Google areas and have a look see. And apparently this is part of Canada where there's going to be snow, because they've got in Prince George, they've got one of those like permanent ice rink type things, and curling rinks. So yeah, it's pretty green this for that. But of course, this might be the summer, Prince George in summer. Why not? Why not? Look at all these rail lines. Look at them. This one, it scoops over the other one and nips under that one, and I'm happy with all that. That looks good. Let's have a look at this though. Hang on, where with these lines, they're converging and splitting and break. Yeah, I like this. This is good work. I like this. A little bit glitching going on underneath there, which is always going to happen when you push the limits of the game. And then across this, I think it's technically a lake, this little area here. I think that's what they describe it as being on the wiki for the area, because I was confused by that. I had to have a good old look. Water flow is a thing for this map. It's not a bad thing. It's a thing. And so I went to wiki. I went to Google Earth. I've done all the bits. We've got some overhanging trees on the line, but no catenaries to worry about. Just trees that drivers' windows might hurtle into at some speed. Anyway, we're kind of done with the networking. We'll come back in a minute while we'll have a look at the shipping and the air routes, and then we'll have a look at don't worry about the water, that sorts itself out there. And then we'll look at all those things straight after the intermission.
Are you worried that you aren't using all the best mods? And which ones best suit your needs anyway? Then you need the community voted top 10 mods of 2019. Click the information button now.
And so back to Prince George by Strait. Now there are no shipping routes, which is fair enough. I understand why. We do have an air route here that cuts off the top corner of one side of the map, like so. And if we go to the other corner, there's another corner. There we go, this one here. This one literally just cuts around the corner of the top of the map there. The water. Let's start off by having a look at the start square. We won't worry about anything else just yet. Start square, do we have water flow? And the answer is yes, we do have water flow. That is the only thing that really matters to start off with. So yes, we've got water flow with this map too. Let's have a look around the map. We'll save the water till last, shall we? So we've got a lot of trees, but they're not densely packed. And I'm just not buying it. I've seen better use of vanilla trees, and it just seems to be randomly tree brushed. Although down here, I don't know. I can't really I don't know if it's randomly tree brushed or not. Mostly, there are areas where they are clustered. The little areas down like here with this like dammed off area here. I don't know if that's a dam in real life. See the way the water's breaking over it as well though. And I think maybe I've had a little bit more control there or a little bit less control there. One or the other. But yeah, just water breaking into that stretch there. And of course here we've got one or two trees that are flirting with the water. There's nothing so bad on this map that I'm going to come down and say no. We've got the drowned tree. We've got one or two that I don't completely buy into, but nothing that is hideous, nothing that is horrendous, and nothing that I would mark down. Because some trees they don't mind getting their roots a little bit soggy, and again a little bit of a dammed area there. Okay, so we've got a lot of water going on here. Yeah, we've got 3 rivers. Or 2 rivers that come together and merge into one. We've got a little area here. Now, I looked at this. I'm not entirely sure whether this was intended to be dry or not. So, calling up the terrain lines in a minute and I'll show you. We've got good water flow coming towards us here. Have a look at the terrain lines. That does look like it is a deliberately dammed off area or prevented area, dry area that used to contain the river. And there again, it's a lovely use of the shape of the river. I mean, this really does match up with the geography. Now, so we've got one river. We've got this river here as well. I was trying to work out which river is feeding which river. Okay, that's what I was trying to think. So we've got water flowing downstream from here into this area. And then over here we've got, let's check the water flow on this one as well. And the water is flowing downstream, not quite so strongly, but it is flowing down this direction as well. And if we come over here and have a look here, we've got water flowing downstream really strongly. So we've got 3 lots of water loading into this central octopusy type lake thing in the middle. And we've got some really rough water in the middle as well there. We have a look here. Let me call up there you go. Now this area here, that is actually a drain. So that's drawing water right into the middle. That's going to be great for pulling the sewage away. But just look at it. You can actually see, oh there you go. You can actually see the water sucking into that area there. It looks really crazy. And I weren't a fan of that. But it's not necessarily a huge problem. So we've got 3 rivers all feeding in towards that one area, which is distracting. Hang on a second. Let's head up this way. So we've got water pouring this way. Now it's fairly still water here, but hang on, is it still or is it going that way? And up here. Now you've got the water pouring off. Now that heads off down towards Vancouver. I believe it was Vancouver from memory. And this still area here is just really weird. Okay, this should all be flowing left to right. And because of the placement of this water spawn point here, I think that's distracting the water flow too much, as well as this the drain in the middle. So we should have water flowing down this way, and we should have water flowing down this way, all flowing out up that way. Not flowing back into that little area. Anyways, that was what was driving me insane. Absolutely, it took me ages to work it out. So what do you think, this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. And so aesthetically, kind of like it. I think it would definitely look better with the non-vanilla trees, but I think the tree work could be better even with vanilla trees. I don't find it ugly. I don't find it shines. It's 3 stars down the middle. Detailing, there are some good work. It definitely matches up. I mean, now I've had a good old study of the map, it definitely matches up quite nicely. Just not completely sold on the bridges, although they're not hideous. So I'm going to give that 3 stars down the middle as well. Gameplay potential, I wanted so badly to give this 4 stars. Even with the roads being as they are national roads and a bit clogged up already, I think that everything has been thought into this map for 4 stars. But that river brings it down to 3. Prince George by Strait Raider. Yeah, that I don't know, that river is just, it just draws. It's a realistic map. It is. Oh, will you stop driving past my window while I'm recording? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a realistic map, and that river needed to be realistic, and it wasn't. Sorry, motorcyclists buzzing past. Well, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. There's an old map on the screen now if you want to do that, and of course you can join me over on Patreon for just $1 a month. I'd love to have you there, and so would the other BonBonB buddies as well.